The US and China have signed a partial trade deal aimed at easing the 18-month trade conflict between the world's two biggest economies. President Trump and China's Vice Premier attended a ceremony at the White House. And Mr. Trump said the agreement was a momentous step towards a future of fair and reciprocal trade between the US and China. Our global trade correspondent Doshini David has this assessment.
From American farmers producing soya beans or pork to car manufacturers and Chinese factory workers making our electronic gadgets, these are the people and businesses bearing the brunt of the trade war. It's their goods on which extra charges or tariffs have been imposed. And those costs have added over $800 to the average American family's annual bills, and according to one estimate, cost up to 300,000 US jobs. With the pain mounting for those the trade dispute was meant to help, President Trump has agreed a truce.
Today we take a momentous step, one that has never been taken before with China, toward a future of fair and reciprocal trade as we sign phase one of the historic trade deal between the United States and China.
The relief may be mutual. The Chinese people have seen their incomes grow at the slowest rate in 3 decades, in the face of the war triggered by President Trump to protect American jobs and companies from what he viewed as unfair competition. But is this a victory or a climb down from the US president? And is the relationship between the superpowers being significantly overhauled? Well, China has promised to buy another $200 billion worth of US agricultural goods and industrial goods worth some $75 billion. But will it actually keep to those promises? In return, the US is halving its tariffs or import taxes on $120 billion worth of Chinese goods. But it will continue to levy 25% tariffs on products worth another $250 billion. Meanwhile, President Trump's biggest and thorniest complaint, that China unfairly subsidises its industries, has not been resolved, and it's unlikely to be anytime soon.
But it'll take a number of months for us to see how the agreement's working out in practice. And then with respect to the remaining issues that are supposed to be in phase two, I think that's frankly going to take quite a long time because I think our governments are still very far apart.
With an American election looming, this ceasefire may be as much political as economic. President Trump's yet to achieve his ambition of rewriting the trade rulebook. Those hoping that the UK and America can forge a mutually beneficial relationship after Brexit will be watching closely. Doshini David, BBC News.